You are now listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, and this is Let's Talk. I don't count likes, calories, blessings. I don't dine with snakes or bite my tongue. It is what it is. I am what I am. I am your host, Tony Williams. Thank you for tuning in. If you're listening on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and definitely hit that bell. Follow on all the social media sites. Welcome to all the new listeners, and welcome to all of my On Ones Day Ones. Big shout out goes out to SP News Nuggets. Check her out over on YouTube. Check out Amp Easy over on YouTube. Check out Richard Agbu over on YouTube, as well as Kevin Hart and that whole SP News Nuggets family. It goes down over there. Check it out. Tonight, I have some health tech information for you. Yes, I said that right. Health tech information. So, we're going to jump right into that. Okay, so you guys know everything thus far over the years have been, as far as surgery, cut you open. Hours of surgery, days, weeks, months, depending on what's going on, of recovery time. Well, as much as the tech world has evolved and changed, so has the healthcare. It's to the point to where you can even see a doctor online, go into the office and see a robot doctor. So things have really progressed in the technology field and world. Some like it, some don't, but it's changing. It's ever changing. Technology will always be ever changing. Well, now they have cutting edge brain surgery. No incision required. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine waking up every morning with a tremor, a shaking so pronounced that you can't even pick up a glass of water without spilling it. Simple tasks like tying your shoes and signing your name become impossible. A relaxing diner out feels socially challenging instead. This is a reality as many as 10 million Americans face every day, plagued by a neurological condition called essential-tremor, a chronic movement disorder. For some, medication helps, but between 30 and 50% of cases don't respond adequately to medication. So for those patients, the alternative is a complex surgical procedure that implants permanent electrodes deep in the brain through an incision in the skull and attached to a pacemaker-like device in the chest. Yes, I know that sounds not fun. Well, believe it or not, there are about 10 million people with ET. ET being essential tremor. And 30 to 50% don't respond to meds. So they're pretty much, was at a standstill like, well, what to do now? But promising new technology developed by a company called Insight Tech is providing a more effective, less invasive alternative to surgery for some patients. Insight's Exablate neuro device uses focused ultrasound waves to precisely target the small area of the brain responsible for essential tremors and effectively turns them off, all without single incision, and patients can go home the same day. Sounds great to me. Um, it's the first focused ultrasound device approved by the FDA to treat essential tremor that has not responded to medication. And it's as effective as the current invasive surgical treatment at about a quarter of the cost. Yet the real results aren't reflected in numbers, but rather in lives impacted. Now they go on to state, our device provides an incisionless procedure for immediate tremor relief, explains the CEO, Maurice R. Fair, MD. We hear stories from patients and family members who are in tears of joy about the results, allowing people to get back to work, their hobbies, socializing, and so much more. One patient was a dentist who had to leave his practice. After treatment, he was able to return. We're changing lives every day. To get this technology to the patients who would benefit from it most, Insight Tech realized very early in the development process it needed a partner that could provide not only funding support, but also assistance navigating the complex regulatory and reimbursement environment of the U.S. healthcare industry. That partner emerged in Koch Disruptive Technologies, KDT. The investments that KDT has made are helping us scale production of these devices, but their partnership goes far beyond just infusing capital, Fear said. Koch's expertise in supply chain, electronics manufacturing, and public sector are helping us cut through the regulatory red tape and brings this to scale and to hundreds of patients across the U.S. faster than we ever thought possible. Now, progress has been astounding in 2018's Insight Tech exoblate neuro procedures for essential tremor were approved for Medicare coverage in 25 states, and more than 1,200 patients have had their lives dramatically improved as a result. Those are some pretty good numbers. Yet, as a big game changer as focused ultrasound is for essential tremor, the promise of this innovative treatment is just beginning. Long-term, Insight Tech believes it has the potential to replace invasive brain surgery for a whole host of diseases, as well as deliver critical therapies past the blood-brain barrier, something never before possible. To that end, the technology is currently in trials for treating brain cancer, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. We've seen this as a positive, life-changing medical breakthrough that is just beginning to impact lives. Where robotic surgery was 10 to 20 years ago is where we think focused ultrasound is today, said Fair. It's all about innovation for good that makes people's lives better. Well, you know what? It sounds great. The numbers are pretty good, and the healthcare community definitely has been struggling with trying to find ways to help, especially with Alzheimer's disease. We lose so many from that, as well as Parkinson's disease, especially brain cancer. So this could be a very great thing. We'll have to wait and see, but it sounds pretty good to me. What do you guys think? You guys let me know. I'm going to let you guys listen to their short video so you can hear their statements for yourselves.
There are around 10 million people in the United States that suffer from this terrible disease called essential tremor. Over time, the disease of essential tremor just progressively gets worse and worse, and it gets to the point where people can't even pick up a glass of water, and they can't even eat, and they need loved ones to help them do just day-to-day activities. And they're embarrassed. It's something that could be so avoided. The first line of treatment for essential tremor is medication.
I think it's a really good thing.
Insight Tech has developed truly disruptive technology called focus ultrasound that allows incisionless brain surgery. This incisionless surgery allows us to start treating patients that have diseases that normally would require an invasive surgery. After a single 3-hour procedure, patients experience a dramatic improvement in their tremor and their quality of life, and it's life-changing.
Best day ever.
When Coke Disruptive Technologies was introduced to Insight Tech and learned of its revolutionary medical technology, we wanted to help the company beyond being a simple capital provider.
Coke Disruptive Technologies has enabled us to focus on what we do best, and that is bring technology that saves lives. Behind the scenes, where you see Coke Disruptive Technologies being effective, is in helping us in areas like supply chain, things like management, where they're giving us advice on how to scale as we grow the company.
The company's focus ultrasound technology has the potential to do much more, and the partnership with Insight Tech and Coke is helping make the technology globally available to people who are suffering from debilitating and potentially fatal diseases.
Like I said, I think it's a wonderful thing. They're trying to do something for good, and I'm going to follow this further to see what transpires in the future, and I will definitely get back to you all and let you guys know. If you're listening to this on YouTube, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so that you can watch the video for yourself. If you're listening to this from any of the podcast apps, you can go over to my YouTube channel, Tony on One, and you can see the video for yourself. The link will be in the description box. So, you guys on YouTube, comment in the box below and let me know what y'all think about this. And like I said, if you're listening on podcasts and you go over to YouTube, you can leave me a comment in, below the video and let me know what you guys are thinking as well. And thank you guys for tuning in. You have been listening to On One Radio. I have been your host, Tony Williams, with Let's Talk. And this has been your Health Tech News. As always, stay beautiful, stay blessed. Definitely take care of one another and your health. Like, share, follow, subscribe for raw, uncut truth. That is On One Radio. Have a wonderful night.